Today, crews continued searching the Connecticut River for 26-year-old Daniel Callahan, an East Windsor man who's been missing for months. Callahan was last seen on the night of March 9th after leaving a party in Chicopee. His car was found partially underwater in the Connecticut River near Walter Street. And since then, multiple search operations have been sent out with teams working tirelessly along the river and its shoreline, all of them coming up empty. Today, 12 divers covered the shorelines with the help of boaters and specialized equipment. The Hampden County Sheriff's Office says they will continue to support Callahan's family and are not letting up on their search efforts.